What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this week's Cyberpunk DLC news and info. We'll be reviewing some of this week's top leaks, getting into brand new information, and reviewing some of your top comments from last week. Consider subscribing or leaving a comment for your chance to be featured in next week's video. With that out of the way, let's get into it. First, it seems there have been a good number of major outlets reconfirming the speculation of a sixth attribute. GameRant goes on to say that CDPR's previous game, The Witcher 3, saw two major DLCs, one of which added 12 new skills. Given that we've been speculating about a sixth perk, and the similarities The Witcher 3's DLC is said to have with Cyberpunk, it comes as no surprise that this edition would be a must-have. On the flip side of this news came something this week that kinda hurt. CDPR announced that the rumors pertaining to the forum post we saw last week is purely untrue. While this is disappointing, it's good to see CDPR taking the right actions to smash false claims before they snowball out of control. Although this leak was proven false, it would behoove Projekt Red to disregard what fans want to see added to the game. Moving on, in addition to some reconfirmation about a sixth additional perk, it seems that a lot of the community is really pushing for a space station or a Mars mission or something in space for Night City. As we spoke about a couple weeks ago, it seems that this is very probable and most likely will be added within the first or second DLC patch coming to Cyberpunk. With the DLC news out of the way, it seems that Cyberpunk is also now facing another huge fine. On top of the fact that CDPR is already facing a string of lawsuits, it seems that according to Poland's Office of Competition and Consumer Protection, that CDPR could be facing a fine of 10% of their turnover from the previous year, should they fail to rectify the major issues within the game. The repercussions of both this fine and the many lawsuits in the worst-case scenario could result in serious financial problems, such as excess debt and possible bankruptcy if the issues are not resolved. However, with over 13 million copies sold and annual profits last year being in the ballpark of 300,000, it's safe to say that CD Projekt will back CD Projekt Red and hopefully give us the AAA content that they intended for us. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to this point in the video, we're going to be going over your top comments. Leave a comment down below for your chance to be featured in next week's video. The first top comment comes from Andrew Clarkson, and he wants to know if Cyberpunk will be the next GTA. I think that the games are very comparable. Obviously, there's going to be slight differences, but with what we've seen with GTA and RDR2 and other Rockstar games, it seems that their multiplayer basis has developed over the years, and we'll see something very similar happen with Cyberpunk in the years to come. The next top comment comes from Eric Peterson. He goes, blah blah blah. How can we believe anything CD Projekt Red has to say now? And I understand, because this game has had a myriad of problems, and it was not the game that they promised us. However, with the lawsuits and the fines that are impending, they're gonna get their kicked if they don't fix these problems. And for the last comment from Al Calvici, he says that the leak is said to be untrue, and thank you for the update, and I appreciate it, and I wanted to just let you guys know that, yeah, last week's leak was not true. I kind of let you guys know in the beginning of the video, but CDPR confirmed it. And that's it for today's video. If you like the content, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment to be featured in next week's video, and I'll catch you guys next week.